Hello. Happy holidays, everyone. It is your boy K-Mac back here with the Blitzburg Coverage Podcast. Once again, back in the fold. Happy Tuesday. Turn Up Tuesday, Turn Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, whatever's going down with y'all. Back in the fold once again. Episode number 66, I want to say. We are live from a Tuesday, Christmas Eve. Hope you guys are enjoying your holidays. Family, friends, cool folk. Let's dive right into this thing as we have a game tomorrow. But first, we must recap our performance Saturday. A fat loss on the road at Baltimore. A game in which I thought we were competitive, but, this one got away from us in the second half. I think really early in that game, not getting those 2 turnovers was massive. You want to talk about Highsmith with a strip sack. The ball goes their way. Ronnie Stanley, I think, gets that ball back. Then special teams, a muffed punt by the Ravens special teams, and we're not able to come up with it. And usually in this game against the Ravens, usually we get those turnovers, and that usually helps. And so Ravens go up early 7-0. We're able to strike back eventually. We actually march right down the field after they went up 7-0, and we get a solid drive there with Russ and finish the drive off with a Michael Pruitt play action. Really good play, schemed up play by the OC Arthur Smith, and with 7-7 early in the second quarter, I want to say, I don't know when it was, but Steelers are driving. We're at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Russ breaks the pocket. Wide open field to run. Gets close to about the 5-yard line. And I guess he thought he could run to the end zone. And loses the ball there. Ravens come down, marching down, take the lead 14-7. That play was massive. I know it's an early turnover, but in games like this against good teams, you cannot have plays like that happen where it's points off the board for us, man. Once again, another turnover in the red zone. Back-to-back weeks. Last week against the Eagles, they're late in the third quarter, real late. We're within a score, and Najee fumbles the pitch. And once again, early in this game, Russ fumbles, and that comes back to bite you. Games like this, especially when you're playing the Ravens, who are obviously a pretty good team, pretty good offense. And so, that sucked for sure. That you're talking about 4 plays, and I haven't gotten to the pick 6 yet. You're already talking about 3 plays there with two potential turnovers early in the game by us, and then we turn the ball over. It's just one of those days. So eventually the game kind of fizzles out. We go to the half. I want to say, was it 17-10, I want to say? If I'm not mistaken, 17-10, something like that. Or 14-17, something along those lines. And I'm just going to keep it real with you. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. I only got to watch the first half because I went to a hockey game. I went to a hockey game around 7 o'clock, so 6, 7 o'clock. Missed the entire second half, but I was kind of scoreboard watching. I saw heading into the fourth quarter, it was really close. As soon as I actually put it on my phone, the Ravens were just scoring a touchdown to, I think, go up 21-14 or 24-17 or something. And I was like, well, it's a one-score game, 17-24. And then I look and I'm like, it's fucking. I see the end score and it's 17-34. So I end up watching the game back the entire Sunday morning. Because I have YouTube TV. I recorded the game, watched it, and the second half just couldn't really do a whole lot. I thought Russ made some good plays, extending the pocket, really moving around, mobile, and made some pretty good plays to Calvin Austin. I will say that Calvin Austin is definitely emerging as at least a decent receiver for us in his second year, considering he missed his rookie year. So this is kind of like his rookie year. Him and Russ has definitely come on the past couple of weeks, so that's good to see. At least someone's kind of stepped up in George Pickens' absence. And so, in the fourth quarter, Minkah Fitzpatrick finally gets an interception, pretty much a gimme interception by Lamar Jackson. And then a few plays later, Russell Wilson throws a pick six to Marlon Humphrey, which was not a very good throw. Not a good play at all. That pretty much killed it. Pretty much did us in. I also saw that Tomlin on a 3rd and 11 play ran a screen play to fucking whoever, and it got blown the fuck up, and then punted the ball when you're down 2 scores. What is that, man? What are we doing there? Why are we not trying to throw the ball to the sticks, or at least close to the sticks? You think a screen play is going to work there? Nah. And so the defense, I feel like, didn't really do a whole lot this game. Couldn't stop the run. Derrick Henry really killed us on the ground. And especially against the Ravens, man, and just in the NFL, when you can't stop the run, it's hard to win ball games. The playbook's open. You can run play action. You keep the offense in a state of just unpredictability. You don't know what they're going to do, and especially with Lamar Jackson, they get that run game going. That's when he's at his best. The defense is on their heels. Lamar had his best game against us, I will say, for sure. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. A lot of guys were wide open. That isn't to say without... I'm not going to use any excuses. Everyone's banged up, but Joey Porter Jr. suffered a PCL injury in this game, so he went down early. That sucked for sure. He's probably our best corner, I would say. So you had him in there. Corey Trice Jr. was active for the first time in like 10 weeks. Everybody was just out of line. Nobody was set. A lot of players were trying to do too much. Nobody was in the right spots. Patrick Queen said after the game that there was a lot of miscommunications. There was a lot of communication issues. Minkah Fitzpatrick having to be down towards the box. Again, allowed plays over the top, big plays. And when Minkah wasn't making the tackle, a lot of those plays could have gotten broken loose way worse than what they were. But Derrick Henry and the Ravens offense pretty much ran us over. Did whatever they wanted. Could extend 3rd downs. And when teams can run at you with Derrick Henry, Derrick Henry's going to get his for sure. But you got to slow that guy down. And when he's doing that, Lamar's just cooking. You're not going to win. You're not going to win that game, especially with those early turnovers. The pick six and the fumble towards the red zone. So, not a good game, not a good showing. And give the Ravens credit. We were wounded, and they took advantage of that. No Deshaun Elliott, no Joey Porter Jr., no Larry Ogunjobi. And our defense didn't play good. Offense, I thought, moved the ball better this week than they did against the Eagles. But doesn't matter if you can't score points. And once again, we get held to below 20 points. So, it's not going to work, man. And I think Ben Skoranek suffered a knee injury too. So, I think our receivers out there were primarily Calvin Austin, Mike Williams, and Van Jefferson, and Scotty Miller. And then Pat Freiermuth didn't look at the ball a whole lot. According to Arthur Smith, he was the go-to option. A lot of schemed-up plays, but the Ravens pretty much took him away, which I'm not surprised. You got guys like Raekwon Smith, Kyle Hamilton, and other guys, and the Ravens know us, so not surprising. But Steelers, not a good performance, back-to-back weeks, losses on the road, and sitting at 10-5, we're definitely in a tough spot. But let's talk about this game tomorrow, Christmas Day. Back in Pittsburgh for the first time since our home game versus the Cleveland Browns. We're playing the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 14-1 on the year, come off of a victory over the Houston Texans this past Saturday. Mahomes looked pretty good. Didn't look like that injury that ankle injury was bothering him too much. Chris Jones is questionable to play. I guess they're down to their third string tackle, left or right tackle. I'm not sure, but the Chiefs may or may not have Chris Jones, which would be big for them. He's one of the best defensive linemen in the league, interior-wise. They line him up everywhere, so that could be a big loss for them. As far as the Steelers go, we're going to be getting a lot of guys back tomorrow. Obviously, George Pickens back tomorrow is massive. Hopefully, he's good to go. Full 100%. I'm not sure if he is. You're talking about December 5th was that? December 4th, December 5th-ish was that Browns game. So I hope he's good to go, and hopefully he doesn't re-injure anything because we're going to need him for the playoffs. This offense without him is lost, especially in the passing game. We're going to be down Ben Skowronek on the offense, so we're getting Pickens back. Ben Skowronek is missing, questionable to play or doubtful, whatever. Defensively, though, we are going to be getting back Larry Ogunjobi, who's a good run stopper. Just another big body up towards the line of scrimmage to kind of help slow down the run. DeShon Elliott being back will be massive. I don't think that was being talked about enough, and that was evident the past 2 weeks as far as stopping the run and just being able to play better sound unit kind of defense. So he'll be back there. And, so Larry Ogunjobi, DeShon Elliott, George Pickens. That'll help for sure. Joey Porter Jr. probably not going to play tomorrow. Probably not going to play against the Bengals either, so hopefully we get him back for the playoffs, but I don't think he'll be there tomorrow. Actually, no, he won't be there tomorrow, so this is the big game, man. If we want to win the AFC North Division, we have to win the next two or win tomorrow, and it's all going to come down to Week 18, but basically we have to win the next two games. So we got to win against the Chiefs and the Ravens to secure that third seed. And the Ravens play tomorrow against the Houston Texans. So got a lot to keep track of tomorrow. It's just not going to be an easy game. Kansas City Chiefs, obviously, back-to-back champions, 14-1. A lot of their wins this year have been very close, down to the wire type of ball games, and usually the Chiefs win those. They find a way to get the ball last, make plays when they need to. They have the highest third down conversion percentage in the league, 50+%. So, they don't make huge explosive plays, but they possess the ball and they score when they need to. They make winning plays, whether it's offense, defense, special teams. Trent McDuffie's a solid cornerback for them. I expect him to be on George Pickens. I don't know if he's going to trail or shadow him, but McDuffie's definitely a solid corner. And, they make the plays when they need to. If we can get this run game going finally, that'd be great. I know Jaylen Warren outsnapped Najee Harris last week a lot, but that's because we were down early. And Jaylen Warren has been the better back as of late. Najee hasn't been able to do a whole lot the past month, give or take. Whether that's defenses just being able to fucking stack the box, or, whether it's we're being predictable on first and second downs, offensive line not blocking well down the field or creating holes. It's a combination of everything above that I just mentioned. But this game's going to come down to, are we actually going to score 20 points? If we don't score 20 points, we're not going to win. The Chiefs average between about 23, 24 points a game. Obviously, a short week game. Both teams played on Saturday. Usually the home team wins in the short week type of situations, but the Chiefs always find a way to win. It's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a hard game to win. Mahomes just makes winning plays. I know this hasn't been his best season, but they do get Marquise Brown back, who we're familiar with, a former Ravens receiver. DeAndre Hopkins is a go-to option for them as well, whether it's third down conversions or touchdowns or red zone. Obviously, you can't forget about Travis Kelce either, who's been one of the best tight ends over the past 5-10 years. Whatever you want to say, the dude's a beast. It's going to be hard to slow him down. I'll be curious to see who they match him up against. Maybe it's Queen. I'm not sure. Xavier Worthy, very fast receiver for them. Maybe they'll look to get screens to him, jet sweeps. But this defense has their workout cut out for them as they've underperformed the past couple of weeks. As I mentioned, hopefully getting Deshaun Elliott back, Larry Ogunjobi, hopefully those guys help for sure. Just settle things the fuck down. This defense needs to get back to its roots, stopping the run, getting off the field on third down, sacks, turnovers. TJ Watt's got to come back big. He wasn't really, I don't know if he was hobbled Saturday or, the Ravens just did a good job of keeping him contained. Cam Hayward's had a good year so far. Alex Highsmith, Nick Herbig, the pass rush has to go. Get this win. If we can rattle Mahomes, make him uncomfortable, make him, if that injury is, as bad as they say it is, make him move around. Don't let him sit back there, make a sandwich, read a book and then throw it. If we're going to play the soft zone defense, we're going to get picked apart. And all year long, we haven't schemed up anything exotic or no blitz schemes. Just rush 4, drop 7. That worked the first half of the year, but teams are catching up to it. They're catching up to it, okay? Terrell Austin, Mike Tomlin, we got to do something different defensively. It's Patrick fucking Mahomes, dude. All right? The dude has owned us throughout his career. I've literally seen him throwing 6 touchdowns on us in person, 2018 home opener. Every time we play the Chiefs, he pretty much just cleans our clocks. So, Russ has a lot of experience against the Chiefs, being from the Broncos, so he's familiar with their game to an extent. Russ has got to play a good game tomorrow, man. Got to fucking stay on, got to stay on it. Can't be in third and longs. Let's get Pickens going. Let's get him going early. Let's see if we can get a big play early. Let's see if we can get Freiermuth back in the fold. Get this run game going at least respectably. Not fucking 50 yards. Can we at least get close to 100? How about 100? How about a fucking 100 yards? If we get this run game going, we have a very good chance of winning this game. But I think my score prediction for this game is give me the Chiefs 23, Steelers 20. I know the law of averages says eventually the Chiefs will lose a game. But I think they pull out a close win against us this week. I don't think we'll get throttled. I think the return of George Pickens definitely is going to help open some things up. The dude's, like I said, it's a big play. Anytime you get him one-on-one, he can be a big play waiting to happen, and that's what we needed the past couple of weeks. The defense typically performs better at home. We're getting our guys back. I feel good about this game, but I think we just come up a little short, and the Chiefs just make enough plays to win it, whether it's with the referees or whatever the fuck. The referees have definitely aided in some of their games. We all know it. The NFL knows it. So, I don't know, but I think I don't know. Unless some things get changed, I think we'll play a good game tomorrow, but I just think the Chiefs will, have the ball last, probably get a field goal or a touchdown, just barely enough to beat us and squeak by, but, we need this win. And, I don't know. I'm 50-50 on this game. Chiefs are, they're the champs, man. And I know they haven't looked like it this year, but it doesn't matter until it comes to playoffs. So, who gives a fuck if you win by 30 or 40 or by 10? It's all the same. So, but I think we lose this game in a close fashion. But I'd love to win it. I want us to win, but I don't think we do it. I think we lose a close game. And that's that for me. So I'm out of here. Hope you all enjoyed the podcast episode. Share it. Love it. We're everywhere. Blitzburg Coverage Podcast, the #1 podcast in the world for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are everywhere. Facebook, Twitter/X, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok. You name it. We're there. We got it. Happy holidays. Enjoy your Christmas. Fingers crossed for a big win. But hey, I just, the past couple of weeks, my gut has told me we'll take an L. And I'm just trusting my gut on this one. I think we lose 3 straight. And the entire city of Pittsburgh will be on fire. They are going to run rapid with these online takes and The entire national media is going to be on our back. It is what it is. Even when we win, we don't get our flowers anyways. So who gives a fuck? I'm out. Y'all enjoy your day and stay safe out there. And we out. Toodaloo.